We will be starting soon. College of Social Sciences, Friday the 9th of December 2022, 10 a.m. Congratulations to our University of Birmingham graduands. Here we are in the Great Hall at the heart of the Edgbaston campus. Attendees, mostly graduands and their friends and family, are seated. Here are the student musicians. It's great to see them returning to ceremonies following the pandemic. getting started. Here's the first of our 2 mace bearers beginning the ceremony. The centenary mace bearer is usually a staff member who has volunteered to take part in the ceremony. The mace bearer enters through the back of the Great Hall and leads a procession of staff to the stage. Bedell, who is the second of the 2 mace bearers, follows. The maces are placed on stage for the duration of the ceremony.
I declare the congregation open. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Birmingham. I'm Adam Tickell. I'm Vice-Chancellor of the University, and it is a genuine and real privilege and real pleasure to welcome you here on the moment of your graduation. In many places, December is traditionally viewed as a month to celebrate and enjoy time with your family, your friends and your colleagues. And it's a really, really wonderful time for us to welcome you here to the graduation. And as we begin, just take a look at the hall around you. This great hall was designed as a cathedral to learning. It's at the heart of our campus, and there isn't a more stunning venue that I can think of in which to honour your achievements. Since the hall was built in 1900, literally hundreds of thousands of students have been welcomed here for their graduation and will have felt the same sense of excitement and the sense of fulfilment that I hope you do today. Like you, they donned the caps and the gowns and observed the same rituals and traditions that you're observing. And it's been my pleasure to be part of many graduation ceremonies, and I still really love the occasion because I and everybody up here with me share your pride in what you've achieved. December graduations feel particularly special. And I was talking to somebody this morning who described it as a bit like a winter wedding. But we celebrate such a broad range of achievements. There are some of you here who've been with us for several years studying for your undergraduate degree or taking a higher or professional apprenticeship. Some have dedicated the last few years to studying for PhDs, although I'm not sure we have many today. And there are many here who've studied for master's qualifications or completed a leadership program. And for you, your time would have been shorter. And I know quite a lot of you here today have spent relatively little time on campus as you've studied in your workplace or elsewhere. Today, a large number of you are being awarded the Masters in Healthcare Leadership from the Universities of Birmingham and Manchester. And by the end of today's ceremony, over 2,100 participants will have graduated with that Masters in Healthcare Leadership since we started it in October 2013. These ambitious leadership programs will enable you to support the delivery of high-quality, compassionate and effective care in what are, of course, increasingly challenging times. But whatever your journey, you are all very much part of the University of Birmingham family. So just think back to the moment you decided to join us. You trusted that studying with us would help to expand your knowledge of your area, would allow you to take the next step in your career, or maybe even because you wanted to further the world's understanding through your research. And you made that decision despite the challenges and sacrifices that lay ahead. Many of you here today have been juggling your studies alongside work, alongside family, and alongside caring commitments. And I know what a huge task that can be. Some of you came to Birmingham from outside the UK, leaving family and friends behind and adjusting to life in a new and strange culture, and all the while getting to grips with your studies. And of course, the sacrifices will not have been yours alone. There are family and friends here today celebrating your achievements, who will also have had to make changes to support you during your studies. But just for a second, think about what you've achieved. Your stories will all be different, but they will have common threads. You've explored new ideas. You've tackled seemingly insurmountable problems, and you've overcome them. You've met new people, and I hope some of them will have inspired you in many ways. You've learned about yourself, and you've learned about the world around you. And you've advanced your potential to go on to achieve whatever comes next. So I hope as you look back on all of this, you are genuinely proud. Today is a really important step in a journey that you've been shaping for a number of years. A moment to celebrate the tenacity, the determination, and the drive that you've shown. You now have the opportunity to apply your expertise to make an even bigger difference. And indeed, we're looking to you to address the needs of our world now and into the future. Very soon, you'll be a graduate of one of the world's top universities. And we are enormously proud that you have become part of our legacy. During your time with us, you'll have been taught by and collaborated with some of the best academics in the world and been inspired by their enthusiasm and their knowledge of their areas of expertise. You will also have been supported in myriad ways by the tutors and student support teams around you. And as I look towards the front of the hall, I know there are lots of proud people who are here for you. And I know from experience that many of them will have a tear in their eye or lumps in their throats as you walk up onto stage to graduate. These are people who are proud of everything that you've achieved. We all have that person or those people who believe in us. People who support us, people who show us kindness, who make sacrifices alongside us, and without whom we wouldn't be here. And I wonder whether, graduates, you'd like to give a round of applause and a cheer to say thank you to your staff and your family and your friends who've helped you get to where you are today. Thank you. So very soon, you'll come onto the stage and I'll admit you to your degree. This is your moment. When your name is read, that is the moment of your graduation. And family and friends, that's also your cue to make a lot of noise. So just one final comment. On the front row ahead of me, we've arranged a very lovely set of laps. And if anybody stumbles on the way down, they're here to catch you. But I would say, as you do walk down the steps, then it has been known people have stumbled and landed in somebody's lap. And a couple of people who've got their hands out ready for you. But do be careful and make sure you smile for the camera and you enjoy the moment. But most of all, congratulations on everything you've done. Well done.
Now for the handing of the scrolls. The graduands will walk to the centre and collect their scroll from the conferring officer.
Hello everybody, my name is John Glasby. I'm a Professor of Health and Social Care in the School of Social Policy and indeed a former social work student and PhD student in the school. And I'm also the Director of Impact, which stands for Improving Adult Care Together, the UK Centre for Implementing Evidence in Adult Social Care. I'm the presenting officer today, which means that I call out the name of each graduand as they come onto stage to allow us to celebrate their achievements, and it's an incredible honour to be here. Vice-Chancellor and Principal, to you and to the University, I present the names of these graduands as listed in my programme, proved worthy to be admitted to their respective degrees.
By virtue of my authority as Vice-Chancellor and Principal, I admit those persons listed in the programme to the degrees to which they're to be admitted. Means you can have it.
College of Social Sciences, School of Social Policy, Doctor of Philosophy, for research into non-profit organisations in the UK, which are becoming increasingly data-driven in their efforts to generate public and societal benefit. James Bowles. For research into the development of a local voluntary action field in Birmingham between 1965 and 2010, Eleanor Margaret Munro. For research into inequalities in youth social action, Emma Louise Taylor-Collins. Master of Arts, Global Public Policy, Ru Wen Liao. Jiao Bo Law. Yie Chung. Migration Studies, Robin Dawes. Aura Donaldson. Social Policy, Cameron Joshua Bevan King. Alexander Bird. Eleanor Cope. Liam Doan. Samuel Domenico Fanara. Danielle Heslin Hill. Elise Francesca Johnson. Kate Sophie Walsh Benson. Jonathan Workman. Chanji Xion. Social Research, Tarandeep Singh Bal. Charlotte Brooks. Christina Christou. Michaela Kusarova. Robert Alfie George Lynham. Rong Hui. Social Research, Social Policy, Katie Lauren Barraclough. Paige Wilson. Clara Hannah Yates. Social research, social work and professional practice, Rahaf Mumina. Social work, Maria Akhtar. Emma Jane Baker. Carla Bloch Pinedo. Tina Kuda Bunza Wabaya. Maria Collins. Naomi Curry. Chadia Diallo. Thomas Drabovich. Amina Farouk. Asha Flora. Ernest Che Fu. Madeline Lucy Harrison. Sasha Isabel Hayward. Kate Ann Hollywood. Amy Jane Elizabeth Irvin. Kaya Morgan. Bridget Newuwumbe. Pearl Owen. Eleanor Claire Augusta Parker. Georgia Sharp. Madeline Ann Mary Taylor. Ellie Walsh. Social work, step up to social work, Bethan Joanna McKechnie. Magdalena Maria Zasada Futaska. Sociology, Anna Louise Adams. Roisin Francis Cross. Cheryl Priya Gatora. Mia Kennedy. Ying Ma. Luke Millard. Katina Lee Taylor. Robert Williams. Master of Science, Advanced Child Protection Studies, Helen Gormley. Joanne Gregory. Jane Ellen Inman. Victoria Jones. Claire Johanna Lambert. Teresa Mills. Healthcare Policy and Management, Benjamin Mark Gilman. Montana Masukawa. Hirul Jawahar Mehta. Megha Mitali. Pramika Fungfeng. Muna Ilyas Kazi. Kishore Ravichandran. Tejas Rajesh Zope. Healthcare Policy and Management, Managing Quality and Service Improvement, Hanouf Rabe Al-Qurashi. Arbraz Khan. Healthcare Leadership, Gemma Louise Arts. Ameta Bandhan. Victoria Banks. Gemma Elizabeth Berryman. Sally Elaine Bird. Helen Louise Booth. Carly Jane Boyce. David Christian Boyson. Catherine Ann Kane. Nicola Cliff. Hayley Adriana Connolly. Isabella Davis Fernandez. David Dixon. Elizabeth Louise Eddershaw. Lucinda Ann Elliott. Elizabeth May Fisher. Siobhan Foxon. Rosie Freethy. Judith Friedel. Claire Helen Gibbons. Nicholas Goff. Caroline Goulding. Zipporah Gover. Sarah Griffiths. Sophie Ann Hempshill. Sarah Ann Carolyn Hill. Samuel Charles Holden. Naomi Ray Hooker. Kevin Hunter. Sojan Joseph. Lena Elizabeth Joseph. Hannah Mary Kedzia. Rebecca Lane. Satna Meager. Gemma Lilly. Arthur Ling. Mary Fernando. Christopher Llewellyn. Shaninda Marhill. Marina Manley. Rebecca Claire Martin. Maddie McCarthy. Wayne McFarlane. Gail Beverley Mills. Ian Kenneth Mills. Andrew Thomas Milner. Philippa Dale Morant. Tracy Suzanne Morrish. Kate Joanne Morrissey. Nikki Mountford. Lisa Marie Nightingale. Edwin Richard Oselmo. Darren Graham Palmer. Minesh Harjivan Parbat. Zoe Annabelle Parker. Nilam Patel. Hemant Jayantilal Patel. Matthew James Phillips. Matthew Picken. Victoria Christine Playforth. Rebecca Power. Catherine Joan Power. Rhiannon Claire Roderick. Rachel Rooney. Catherine Ruan. Nicola Elizabeth Severin Kirk. Carly Sheldon. Daljinder Shoka. Karen Gillian Slay. Jane Story. Catherine Taylor. Rupesh Thakkar. Louise Thatcher. Rachel Thomas. Paulomi Vyas. Michelle Watson. Emma Young. Master of Science, Esther Ruth Riley. Bachelor of Arts, Criminology, Shania Tanya Adler. Anthony Patrick Kiley. Max George Murray. Policy, Politics and Economics, Amy Louise Lambert-Martin. Ofraya Subor. Nokukanya Leonora Zandiswa Simbani. Social Policy and Criminology, Molly Steele. Social Policy with Year Abroad, Wada Youssef. Social Work, Umar Adil. Harsharan Baha. Abba Esuan Benyi. Stephanie Clark. Georgia Colgrave. Effie Jean Digbori. Zoe Gallagher. Laura Giel. Nicola Jane Sarah Gennard. Zara Hussain. Claire Johnson. Gabriella Kadzik. Diana Katoto. Alicia Kiran Kaur Bahir. Chloe Louise Locke. Nabila Mahmood. Sama Marza. Natalie McCoy. Omar Mohammed. William Edward Frederick Moody. Naomi Danielle Morgan. Felistas Tendi Mupeta. Charmaine Nicole Perrott. Helena Isabel Juliet Pinder. Hayden Pritchard. Karen Raggi. Sherwin Shajikurian. Zubaria Shakil. V.D. Dharmesh Kumar Shukla. Kavita Soni. Lila Sultan. Wingzi Tang. Mohammed Thofiq. Nadine Thomas. Chloe Alicia Thornycroft. Fatima Zara. Muntaha Zaman. Sociology, Joseph Almy Hall. Amy Thompson. Sociology and Criminology, Zara Majid. Kerry Rose Mackenzie. Master of Arts, Global Public Policy, Han Yu Zhang. Bachelor of Arts, Social Work, Omololo Ruth Adeshian. And now I'm delighted to welcome back onto the stage a student representative from our MA in Social Work to give a speech on behalf of the graduating cohort from my former programme, Tina Kuda Bunza Wabaya.
So welcome to Winter 2022 graduation, guys. We're finally here, we made it. I just wanted to give a speech and I wanted to start off with a quote that I think perfectly encapsulates my time here at University of Birmingham. It was by somebody who won't really be remembered in the memory books of history, someone that didn't really make a big mark. I don't know, does any of you guys know him? Charles Dickens. As Charles said, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was the season of light and the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope and the winter of despair. In terms of my best of times, I think meeting my fellow students on my cohort was probably the best thing about being here. I loved learning about them and their journeys to coming to be in the course with me. And you know, it's really special being here at University of Birmingham. I think everybody knows that it's a world-renowned university. It's a Russell Group uni. You know, when you go into your job CV, they see that Russell Group, you'd be like, you're already in the door just a little bit there. And being at a university that has amazing lecturers, amazing facilities. I mean, even look at this hall, guys. Like, this is crazy huge. And when you've got somebody like Harry Ferguson who's been doing, you know, research papers on research papers, and you go and cite him and you're like, I literally saw Harry last week. You know you've got top class lecturers when you can just say that. And I think one thing I'm really gonna miss about being here, and I'm gonna sound like a scratch record, but it's really the people. The people made the course. And I loved, you know, we had a WhatsApp group, and that WhatsApp group was our savior. Even when we came here, you know, it was COVID times, we didn't even know where we were going. Everyone was like, what room is this? Where are we going? Where's this? Where's that? And even that was just such a small help. And I think one thing which I kind of regret, maybe not regret, but wasn't able to do, was to explore more of this beautiful campus. You know, we studied in a time that was crazy, and I think we all know what I'm thinking about. Do I need to say it or nah? I mean, we know it's COVID-19, don't we? So that really interrupted, you know, your classic university experience. And I think that would be sort of something that I will, you know, reflect on, but I think it really helped us in terms of, you know, gaining grit and determination, and, you know, to be at the end of all of it is something that is really, you know, amazing. We shouldn't look back at it like a small feat to be here. And I think for me and for everybody in here, I mean, some of my personal aspirations after finishing this, I don't know if I'd said I did my MA in social work. I'm going to hopefully work with children that have experienced criminal and sexual exploitation and young offenders. It's a passion I have for young people and for people in general, which also leads on to some of my side projects. I have a podcast called the Black and Raw Podcast, where we explore masculinity and stuff. You know, go follow, little plug there. But I think being at a university like Birmingham has opened my eyes to so many opportunities, and I hope it's done the same for everybody. I'm sure the skills, the knowledge, and the connections that we've gained at this university can propel us into the next stages of our lives. And just a message of congratulations to everybody. You know, like I said, we've lived through history. Guys, I'm really tired of living through history. Stuff keeps happening. I'm like, we're going to be thinking about this for years to come. I'm tired of it. But it has taken immense grit, determination, and resilience to be here at the end of the day. And I want to leave you with a quote. I forgot who said this. It wasn't Charles Darwin or Dickens. But change makers take risks and are ready to die for excellence than to give excuses and live for mediocrity. And so all of my graduating cohort, I want you all to go and be change makers, and whatever that looks like, you can be a change maker by just being the best boss, being the best friend, being the best person to somebody, or showing some kindness, or you can go and win a Nobel Peace Prize. If you do, holler at me. I'd love to come for the session. And on behalf of the graduating cohort, I'd like to thank our lecturers, our teachers, our admin staff, our placement teams. I know some of my lecturers are up there as well. And yeah, I'd love to thank you guys, because at the end of the day, you were also going through COVID. You were also going through the madness of the world at that moment, and you still were able to support us. And I would also like to thank my parents who are at the front. My mum is gleaming because she's like, yes, I got to sit at the front. I want to thank them literally and figuratively, because I wouldn't be here without them. And I think, guys, I think we should give a celebration and a big clap just to all of us, to the parents, to the friends, to the family. So, yeah. So thank you very much for allowing me to speak to you guys. My celebrations after this is celebration weekend. I hope everyone has the same memo. Celebration weekend. Today's just the start. Sunday's the rest day till Monday. I'm going to go and play Monopoly at home with the family, so we might not be all harmonious afterwards, but yeah, and some football as well, so all good, all good. Thank you very much, guys.
Well, thank you, Tina Kunda. And I was going to give a shout out to your podcast, Black and Raw, which I listened to last week and which is really fantastic. So please do listen to that. And thank you for your words, and congratulations to you and to all of our graduating cohort. You did it. Give yourselves another round of applause. Well done. So as Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Head of the College of Social Sciences, it falls to me, it's my great privilege to bring this ceremony to a close. And I notice we've got quite a few kids in the audience, and so it's just me between you and the carousel at the top of the Green Heart now. You might not want to go straight there, because I think it takes them a bit of time to get it wound up in the morning. But please do enjoy your time on campus today. All of you students graduates are graduating from the School of Social Policy. Your degrees, as we heard, in social policy, sociology, criminology, as well as many of you are graduating as qualified social workers or on our prestigious healthcare leadership and management programs. Many of you are already in the world of work, and you know the challenges of working in the NHS, local government, and elsewhere in the public sector. But you will know also how much your skills and expertise are in demand, and how much the world needs new ideas and new approaches if we are to address the many health and social care challenges that we face. And since our founding in 1900 as England's first civic university, we have been a university committed to generating those ideas and making a practical difference. We have the longest-running social work training programme in the UK here at Birmingham, and we also have an amazing track record of research. When you go out of the Great Hall, if you walk down the corridors on either side of this building today, you'll see an exhibition that has museum objects, prototypes, manuscripts, and photographs that tell the stories of our groundbreaking research undertaken by our university, part of the 50 Objects exhibition. It includes the work of Francois Laffitte, a pioneer in the world of in the field of family planning, who also wrote critically about the roundup of political refugees from fascism in the 1930s as part of governmental panic about refugees at the time. And I wish it was different today, but the exhibition also highlights the work of the Sarita project led by Professor Jenny Phillimore, which deals with the current challenges faced by refugees, notably around sexual and gender-based violence. I really encourage you to take a look. Now, graduates, today may be part of a transition for you to the world of work, or perhaps to a new job or a new responsibility. Unless you're here for the second time, and some of you may be that as well, it's almost certainly a transition to being a University of Birmingham graduate. Today, you will join over 300,000 University of Birmingham alumni who work in pretty much every conceivable sector in pretty much every country in the world. We are proud of our alumni as we are proud of our research and education, and I know you will go on to do great things. Now, unless you spent your entire degree studying online somewhere else in the world, and some of you may have done that, it will not have escaped your notice that Birmingham hosted the Commonwealth Games over the summer. Here on campus, we had a couple of weeks of glorious weather and fabulous games of hockey and squash. Images of Birmingham were beamed around the world, and the city had a big party. Birmingham students and alumni represented their countries in 9 sports and brought home an impressive medal haul of 2 golds, a silver, and 2 bronzes. Now, I'm afraid I can't guarantee that there will be a major sporting event on campus every summer, although next August we are hosting the International Blind Sports Federation World Games, and we are working with the city to make sure we build on the legacy of the Commonwealth Games and the excitement and enthusiasm that it provoked. But whatever is going on campus, and indeed whatever time of the year, we will always be pleased to see you back here, and we very much hope that you will stay in touch. In particular, our careers service remains open to you if you need support. Our fantastic alumni relations team run events for recent graduates and can connect you with alumni around the world. You could come to one of our concerts or lectures, many of which are also live streamed. Or you could volunteer to help the next generation of bright minds, as some of you will have been helped by our current alumni. Who knows, if things go well, you could give back in other ways, supporting our Birmingham in Action fundraising campaign that aims to support those most in need to be able to study and research with us here, as well as supporting projects like Sarita, or our work on household debt, or our work on women in the criminal justice system. But enough from me. Be proud graduates of the University of Birmingham. Take opportunities, challenge norms, don't tolerate injustice, and be kind to others and to yourselves. You entered the Great Hall today as graduands, but you leave as graduates of the University of Birmingham. You can look back with genuine pride at all that you have achieved, but more important, with anticipation for what is yet to come. Class of 2022, congratulations. Thank you.
I declare the congregation closed.
Congratulations to our new graduates. The attendees applaud our new graduating class. To close the ceremony, the maces are collected from the stage. The mace bearers lead the procession of staff and new graduates out of the Great Hall. The ceremony that completes the university journey for hundreds of Birmingham alumni is now closed. The live stream has now ended.